from Stampinology. Thanks for joining me today. I have a new card for you. This is going to be a quick, simple one, and I hope you like it. So this is what we're going to be doing today. I'm just calling it the Blue Jean Baby because I kept thinking of the Elton John song Tiny Dancer when I was making it. But, you know, it's got a little tag that tells you to enjoy. And it's super, super simple to make. So we're going to go through it. I'm going to give you a couple of tips, especially making the stitching. Right, so let's turn the camera down and get started. Thanks. Okay, that looks good on the looks good on the camera. All right, and so this is what we're making. I showed this to you already. What I didn't show you is I snuck another pocket on the back. And you know what that's the perfect size for? Gift card. Yep. That's what it's perfect for. I usually leave a white space to write though. So if I will probably make another one of these and not put this on the back, but I just wanted to show you that the size, it fits really nicely. And yeah. So let's get ready to go. I'll show you what I used. I used the Pocket Thought set, and I want to show you these dies. Simple, just 3 of them. We're using the largest today. That was the medium one that you saw on the back of the card. So here's the big one, here's the medium one, and the little tiny one. You can actually get 3 of these on the card front if you'd like. I think that's in the catalogs. If you want to case that, that's a great idea. But I'll be honest with you, when I saw this set, the idea for this card just came to me, and I knew I had to have the set, and I knew I had to make this card. And I'm also going to make a scrapbook page with this. I've made a couple of extra of these pockets. So yeah, I should probably show you guys that when I get it done as well. I also use the Labeled with Love. I have used this so much. That's one of my favorite happy birthdays. It's got a nice, that looks really nice in a circle. It looks really nice in the punch. And today we're using Enjoy, but You Are Loved works fine. I actually keep my die. I don't have the punch. I bought the little die that fits. So anyway, that's what we used. Let's get on with the fun. This is super, super duper easy. Your card base does not open. It is a 1/4 of a sheet of cardstock. Now, because of the size of the pocket, and basically it is, in my opinion, it's size for American cards, I wanted to have a more of an even all the way around. So if you are working, oh, I've got something on it already. That was fast. If you are working in Imperial, this is your basic 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. If you work in a metric, like I said, I did cut it down a little bit. So it's 10.5 across. And it's going to be 13.3 down. And again, all of these measurements are on my blog. They're free. You know, just go check out the post. So that's it for this. We can set that aside for now. Now, a pocket. This is what it looks like when you cut it out. It actually has the score lines on it. So I'm going to go ahead and score this so you can have a look at it. This, come on, hon. Doesn't want to fold. Why do you not want to fold? There. It's because I'm filming it. That's why it doesn't want to fold. But it's shaped like this. So I wanted it to look like a blue jeans pocket. So I altered the bottom of it. And I'm going to show you how I did that. If you have one of these amazing, amazing machines, let me see if I can get it over here where you can actually see in the camera. I'll have to go a little sideways, I think. Yeah, that should do it. If you have one of these, you'll notice there are lines on both sides. Most cutters will have lines on both sides. This one, the big lines are sized for Imperial. But as you can see, you've got your Imperial measurements and then the metric on top. So what I did was I aligned this pointed bit up with the first line over, like that. Wait a minute, I didn't know I did a 1/2 inch. Second line over. And then I took my score blade, oops, lined it up, and I took my score blade and I did like this. Now, if you are looking to do this, to make this score line, and you do not have this type of score or cutter or using a scoreboard, line that up on your scoreboard, go over a 1/2 inch or 1.2 centimeters and make a score. And like I said, I use this all the time, so I'm used to it. But I know that you can line that up on the edge of a score buddy, and it will go in. I think they're called scoreboard, score buddy. They're called different things. All right, so that's what we've done. We have made just an extra bit, alternated extra bit, so we can have a new shape. So see how simple, easy that is. It folds right back where we had it, like that. Now, something I do want to tell you. It's fine on this one. Did I do it wrong? Oh, I didn't. I just didn't get it folded under. There we go. All right. Let me squish this down a bit. I know we're going to be folding and unfolding this several times, so just keep your bone folder handy. Now, if you are using cardstock and you want to alter it like this, what you will need to do is after you make this fold, you will have to open this out, and you can see, I'm going to draw on here, hopefully you'll be able to see it. You will want to cut these pieces out. So you'll cut on this diagonal and where it folds to this one here. So does that make sense? So the piece you're going to be cutting out is a triangle like that. Okay? But you don't have to if you're using paper, because the paper's just not as thick and it folds up just fine. It's just that if you are using something that's very thick, this will be too bulky and it won't fold down tight for you. All right, so I think we're done with, well, actually we're not done with this. I'm going to show you a trick to make your stitching. Now, I almost didn't make this video because when I finished with this card, I loved it and I thought it was really cute, but I thought, well, it's really sloppy and nobody's going to really like it. Nobody's going to want to do it. And my husband saw it and he went, oh my God, how did you get that? How did you get the stitching lines so straight? It looks like it's been sewn. So he convinced me by saying that. This is really easy. I hope you guys will give this a go. I did have a little practice to find out if I wanted to use black or navy or white. So if you look at my blog, when I photographed this part of the puck, it has little stitch lines on it. But anyway, it looks okay with the black, but I thought the white just looked so much better. So what you do, and it's really simple, you're just going to go along the edge and you're going to make little marks like this. And you're just going to go on down. They don't have to be super duper even. The white gel pen is a funny animal. If you press too hard, you will actually rub the ink out of the center of the line. Don't know if that quite makes sense, but if you've ever worked with a really soft gel pen like these are, you'll run into this. Basically, just stay right up here on this edge and make little 2 centimeter marks all the way around. It's, like I said, they don't have to be super even because this is one of those things that your mind has identified what you're looking at. And unless you're just really, really super picky and looking for something to be wrong, you won't be able to tell that these lines aren't all the same size. Like I said, just do it, and then if you have to, set it down and walk away. I think when you come back to it, you'll be pleased at what you're looking at. So anyway, I am going to do this. This is quite fast, so I decided I'd do it on camera for you because I have another trick that I want to show you. And come on. have a tendency to get smaller as I go along, so I have to kind of, no, make your lines a little bit longer. And I don't know, I hope you can tell, I'm just kind of doing a little scribble back and forth. I'm not going crazy, not trying to make the lines the same width or depth. Just going along, making little dashes. Let's get the top of this side. Now, what I think makes this and why you can get away with doing this is making your second row of stitching nice and even. And I did it with a paper trimmer. Again, if you have one of these or this kind of paper trimmer, this works great. If it doesn't, draw yourself a pencil line. It really does go fast. But if you're using the paper trimmer, line it up with that first line on the other side of the track. Like that. Close it down. Put your pen straight in, up and down like this, and go do your little marks. Now, my pen is a little bit, the nib on it's a little bit short. So when I take this out of here, probably going to find, sorry, keep clicking on that, that I have to darken up some of these. So you just go around, you just keep going. Now stop before you get close to the bottom. And yes, don't know if you can tell, some of these are a little bit light. So just go back over them like that. See how that's the one I pulled up the center. You want to press down. That seems to be the natural inclination. So when you do that, if you press down too much, you can just go back and mark over it again. Again, we've got a nice straight edge here. So that'll line up there, that'll line up here. Put this down, make a few more little marks. Oops, didn't get my pen in there. There we go. And it's got to be straight up and down. Okay, let's do some more here. Did I get that lined up? Not quite. There we go. Now, experimenting, I've done quite a few of these. It will take you slightly longer the first time that you do this, but I just think the stitching is what really makes this look good. I'm going to line it up again on the line, and wrong line. So you can kind of tell when you get in there, because you can see through it. Now, kind of go on the corners and go up. See, I got this one a little bit long right here, but it doesn't make that much difference. Okay. Now let's do this one. This is super fast, easy way to make sure that you have nice, even line. Come on now. And it just barely fits down in there, so you'll know you've got a straight line. There is no real wiggle room here with this. So you don't really have to worry. I'm going to give some of these a little bit darker. Now make sure you go all the way to the top, because on jeans they make a little reinforced place at the pocket here. Now I'm probably going to cover it with a trinket, but you know, it's there. And now let's do the last part. Okay, darken it up a little bit. Now, if you have a brand new gel pen, and actually probably a nicer one, this gel pen came from the corner store, where they sell lots of stuff that the teenagers and the kids like to buy. This is not an expensive, nor is it an artist gel pen. I think it cost me £1.50. Yeah, I really laid out for this one. So, but you can pay £2 or £3 and get a really nice gel pen. And if you don't have one of these, I highly recommend them, especially if you're going to do any coloring, because just a gel pen makes such nice little highlight marks. And this is perfect. This is perfect for a lot of things. Now, for the center bit, I'm American, you guys know that, and I was raised wearing blue jeans, Levi's blue jeans, and I wanted to do sort of like the Levi's thing. If you Google blue jean pockets or jean pockets, you'll probably be a little bit blown away by how many different stitching patterns are out there that are on pockets. There are some that loop around. The other most common one was the one that went straight down like that. And then the Wrangler jeans had one that sort of does a W that goes across. But I went for this. In order to do this, I made a stencil for myself. I just cut out... actually, I did look this up. I have a jar lid that I use all the time in my craft room for stuff, and I'm not going to show it to you because it's kind of rusty and nasty looking, but it's the perfect size circle for stuff like this. And I was using it instead of buying a punch because I was too cheap. But if you do happen to own, what is it? There it is. If you happen to own the 2 3/8 punch, that's what this circle is. I don't think it is currently available. I think the only circle punch available right now is a 2-inch. But it doesn't have to be a punch. I mean, you can use like the Stylish Shapes dies and cut out. But I determined that this would be a pair of circles. So the way that I did this is you go about halfway down. You want to sort of line up what your center is here. I just eyeballed it. And same difference. You just do the same little stitchy lines going around like this. Oh yeah, my husband saw this sitting on the craft table. And he says, I'm not even going to ask you what that is for. And I says, what? He goes, that red thing. And I was like, it's circles stuck together. Yeah, it took me a couple of minutes to figure out where his mind went. All right, now see, same difference. Some of these I'll have to go over, darken them a little bit. Now, it would be just really wonderful if I could take my little piece and just move it down, but you really can't. So if you're going to make yourself one of these little stencils, what you'll have to do is you'll have to now view the circle as an individual. So figure out, see, I'm actually having to tilt it a little bit to get an even amount. And I'm just judging, what's about 2-3 centimeters? Yeah, about a 1/4 of an inch. And then you just do that again, same thing. Go around in your little half circle. Now, we're going to fudge down here a little bit, and I'll show you how to do that. I'm going to darken it, though, so I can see what I'm doing. I'm telling you, this little cheap gel pen has been awesome. All right, and now the other side, same kind of difference. Let's make our little lines. And again, your brain is looking at this, and your brain knows what it's seeing, so it's already acknowledged that it's just fine. It's not going to look at torrid little details, unless you wanted to, of course. Okay, and the blue jeans, they go across like that. So what I did was I took and I sort of free-handed the bottom part here, because this one goes across like that. Oops, got a little bit goopy. Yeah, it's not as even as it could be, but all of the pairs that I have, this is reinforced down at the corner. So, and that's it. That is how fast that is to do. I really hope you give this a go. Even if you use a different pattern paper, you can still put the stitching on it and it looks really cute. So let's stick this down to here. I just use regular old glue. I like my regular old glue because I have a tendency to need to slide things around. Just be careful, you don't want to, you just want it on the flap. You don't want to get so much on here that you've, and if you do worry about getting too much glue, then you can always use tear and tape or the other favorite seal, the Stampin' Seal. That's good stuff. But I found the glue just held it fine. I think if I were working in a cardstock, making this a cardstock pocket instead of a paper pocket, I probably would go on and use tear and tape. Simply because it will keep folded quicker. See, it stay folded longer for you. If it makes any sense. Oh, it doesn't make sense. Anyway, let's stick this on here. Get a roughly even amount all the way around. All over your fingers. What's a little glue among friends, right? Now, my eye is really messing with me trying to get this on here, because I'm seeing this line, this stitching line, these lines, and I seem to be struggling getting it. Oh, that's got it. I think it looks straight. I'll just give it a little bit of this. Do have a tiny little glue smoochie there, but I'll go back and get that later. And let's see, I got out some trinkets for this. I thought I got out some trinkets for this. No, I didn't. I bought, to go with this paper, which, by the way, is Take to the Skies. I bought the paper pack, and I also bought the industrial trinkets because I love these. And they look really nice on here. Now, there's several things that would work if you don't have the industrial string. The industrial string. Blah, 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 blah. These things. There are some brass-looking dots that you can do. There's just all kinds. I mean, just go through the whole lineup of the wonderful embellishments that you can get. And pretty much anything will work on the corner. But there are several metal ones. There's some buttons that are like, they look like beaten metal. That would look perfect on here. There's some sort of brassy looking ones. The original blue jeans had bronze looking bits on the corners. So, but like I said, anything you can use. And I had these trinkets, so let's use them up. Get rid of that. Where is my, in my hand? Let's use this end. Pop these in. Come on. Can you, concentrating. Can't talk and concentrate at the same time. All right, here's you. No. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is our card base done. quick and easy. And if you're doing this card without all this bothersome stitching and just using some pretty pattern paper, and it takes even less time. And if you don't want to, you know, alter the bottom of it, make a square pocket. Still is going to look good. So now for the next part. In my original, I used more of this designer series paper. This one actually is going to a gentleman. But this other one, I think I'm going to send to a friend of mine. Oh, can't say that. She might watch. So I'm going to go girly on it. So what I did, the size of this tag, I cut it to fit. So it's not, let me get my my numbers out here, because we haven't done many numbers today. I'm not dazzling you guys with math. All right, this is a rectangle. It's 7.8 centimeters by 11.3. As you can see, it fits perfectly in the pocket. If you are working with me in Imperial, it is 3 inches by 4 3/8. I don't know where the 3/8 came from, but it just seemed to work better and look nicer. So sorry for the 8s. I know a lot of people don't like that. I'm going to cover the whole thing with the designer series paper. Now the issue is, this is, to my mind, this was too flimsy to actually use as a tag. So I am going in with my seal, and I'm basically laminating it a little bit here. Come on. I'm running out. Another week before I can place an order, so why? Come on, you're not out. There we go. Perfect. And like I said, I'm laminating this, so I'm just going to put it edge to edge. No, I actually cut them to the same size. Yes, you're probably wondering why I'm surprised. All right, and then I made my little tag, same as that one. I just use, in this case, that is that Melon Mambo? I think I used, no, that's no, it isn't. That's Berry Burst. I stamped that in Berry Burst, which is the darker color that you see here on this designer series paper. And this designer series paper is called, forgot to put it in front of me. Yes, that is a paper. Forgot to put it in front of me. This one is called Unbound Beauty, which I'm loving. Going to be sad when I use it up. Now to make our card, let's go ahead and do this part. I like popping things up on dimensionals, and since this pocket is so flexible, it's really easy to slide things in and out of it, so you don't have to worry about the dimensionals. Even if I put something in this pocket, it's still, like I said, because it's not a big thick card, it just slides out. So let's get some dimensionals out here. Give it some pop. Let's line this up. Going to go slightly down to the bottom, toward the bottom. Going to pop that on there. Now, I want to cut tag corners. I'm going to show you the easy way to cut a tag corner. If you have one of the truly awesome tag topper punches, I think Stampin' Up! Has like 3 or 4. There is one that has like a snowflake that is really, really pretty. There's one that has, yeah, can you imagine this like a Christmas pocket? Maybe put like a reindeer on it or something. But that tag topper is really, really pretty. It's a, you just have to go look it up. It's awesome though. There's one that has, I guess almost, it would be pretty with this paper actually. I guess it's almost like an eyelet pattern on it. It's a flowery eyelet pattern. But anyway, there's several of them. There's several tag toppers out there. But this is big, and I don't have any of those, so I am just going to do this. So I just whacked off a corner, and the way that I get this even is I'm going to line it up on this side, just like that, and I'm going to cut it right here. And that's how you get nice even corners. So that's today's top tip. Oh, I didn't get it even. What did I do? Oh, I see. All right, occasionally your hand slips and you will have to fix it. Now, a slit, a hole puncher, some tag toppers already have holes in them. I just have your basic office supply hole punch here that I'm going to use. But you could cut a little slit in here and do anything. You don't even have to cut anything, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I have seen so many of the tags done where they just fold the ribbon in half. Let me see. Look at this ribbon. Glitter, glitter, glitter. Sorry, I'm such a magpie. This is called Geschenbrand mit Streifen. No, it's called Striped Trim. And it is available in the catalog. But you could just take and cut a little small piece and then put a staple on it right here, and that would look very cute. But I wanted to actually tie it on here because I like tied tags, and I cannot lie. Okay. Just pop it through there like that. Make a hole. Now, I really struggled with this ribbon because I just want to use this ribbon. I tried it out with, I have some of the new, because these are the in colors here. So I tried it out using, I don't have any Berry Burst ribbon, but I had Pretty in Pink, and I had the Poppy Petunia Pop, which was really cute, but I just wanted to use this one. So now I cut that way too long, and I didn't measure it. I just whacked off a piece. So you do you here, folks. And pop that in here. And there is my girly version of the tag. What do you think? I hope you guys like that. I hope I have convinced you to give it a try. I'm kind of thinking this set right here, to my mind, this is the hidden gem in the catalog. My first one that I did had a birthday cake on here, and I really loved it. But I spilled coffee on it, and I had the other papers out, so I thought I would try some of the other papers as well, because I am trying to get them used up, because I like using them all up. This is actually from the paper pack. It's just a cutout that you can do. So this is sized perfectly for the cutout, and I actually had this cut first. So if you're using up Take to the Sky paper, you can do it that way. But I think this is, I've already used the happy birthday several times. I have a friend coming up whose son is going to do some college graduating, and most of that was done in the spring, but I don't know how the universities are in other places, but you can graduate at any time. So I'll be giving him, one with this pocket on here too. I'm not sure what to do with a ring, but I'll find something. I'm not worried about it. But anyway, I think this is a really nice kind of I think it's a hidden gem in the catalog, because I'm looking forward to doing some scrapbook pages with pockets. Anyway, I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend. Thanks for watching me today. If you are watching on Facebook, I always appreciate a little heart. If you are watching the replay today or any day, I guess it would be today if you're watching it, I hope that you will give me a thumbs up. And if you like what you see, subscribe for more content. See ya.